Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel.
This the last episode, fam. Somebody said that this the last episode. That's what they said. I'm crying tears. The biggest ripoff in the history of... Can you show your face? What kind of BS is this? So they said that this is the last episode, so I'm blessed. Because this is the greatest ripoff in the history of mankind. I'm just gonna be honest with you. No cussing. All right, so this is the greatest ripoff in the history of mankind. So I have so much to say. No rants tonight. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place. You guys, please forgive me for last week. I was very, very upset, but we got stuff squared away. All right, so I really want to have conversations with you guys tonight because I am very much so interested in, when you look at everything, and somebody asks, what do you mean about a ripoff? I really don't care, you know what I'm saying, about how people feel as far as what I say. You guys know that. The network made all this money off of everybody, and they paid them pennies, man. And when you calculate the amount of hours you film and the amount of money that they make, it's really pennies. And I think that the work can be equivalent to, I won't go as far as to say that, but I think that everybody was ripped off this season, especially with the amount of money that they made, especially with the amount of people that viewed, especially with the amount of money that they got from viewerships. It was a big ripoff. I mean, didn't nobody expect the ratings to be like that, except for them. But it was a ripoff at the end of the day. But I'm so glad, and the reason why I'm excited is because I don't have to. I ain't got to sit here and watch people just bash you in front of the camera, and nobody had the balls to say none of that stuff to you directly. And the thing about me that separates me from a lot of people is I'll say it to you in your face, and I'll say it on the internet. So that's the difference, you know. But somebody said, can you show your face? My answer is no, I cannot show my face. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being on camera. Why do you think? I'm reading these questions. Y'all ask questions. I'll answer them tonight. Let's talk. Why are you saying you didn't get paid enough? Didn't you go on the show to find love? So you're saying why? Why are you saying you didn't get paid enough? Didn't you go on the show to find love? And my whole thing is this. I'm going to say this to you guys. Everybody, has their opinions about certain things. But think about this. If things were as bad as things are being portrayed, why are you guys still filming and showing it? If it was that bad. If it was that bad, why are you still filming and showing the whole? Why did you guys extend out the season? Usually what the seasons was 16 episodes, it went to 22 episodes. Why are we extending shit out? But that's a different conversation I'll have for another day. Y'all load me up with some questions. Let's have some real talk. You guys, I want me to have accountability publicly. That's everybody keeps saying, oh yeah, you don't have accountability. You don't have accountability. I don't have to watch what I say, but in reality, only people that are old accountable. It's a touchy subject. I'm gonna be quiet on that. I'm not gonna say anything.
How you doing? I'm doing well.
Come with peace or come with the sword?
No. I'm not coming to criticize. I'm not coming to do any of that. I do want to say first that...
Wait. Before you do that, what is your doctorate degree in?
It's in practical theology.
Oh, so you are... That's interesting. I'm glad you're on here then.
Yes, I'm married to a pastor.
Interesting. So this is a good person to have on here. So what school did you go to?
I went to St. Thomas University in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we live.
That's where you went to get your doctorate degree and stuff from? In theology?
Yes.
So all three of your degrees from...
I went to FIU, Florida International University for my bachelor's, but that was in education.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. And all right. So I interrupted you. I have so many questions for you.
Oh, no.
Wait. One more thing. One more thing. All right. So I went to Moody Bible Institute. So in Chicago, and then I transferred to Liberty. So
wow.
I was studying biblical studies and all that stuff. So I was very interested in becoming at one point a pastor when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Not now.
Okay, so Liberty, I said they looked like they were a great school, but I ended up doing in the classroom more than online. It just was a better experience for me and for my life. So I did see that Liberty was a pretty cool program.
Yeah. Liberty's a good school. I think it's that's a different conversation we have to have off air. But so I have some questions for you from looking from a theological lens at the season in general. I'm not specifying anybody. Can you just kind of help us out, like as far as what you thought from a theological lens, looking at everything?
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that you guys all put yourselves, in front of the entire world. And as much as people might not want to realize it, you guys helped some people keep their sanity through a pandemic, and I think that for the other season right before you guys too, I just started watching during the pandemic. So to see the Louisiana group and then to see you guys, you guys really, you did help a lot of people through it. And, they have a lot of remarks and a lot of thoughts. But this is what I think. I think, first of all, everybody has frailties and everybody has flaws and everybody has their own, issues. And we just got to see yours. We have ours, even as clergy, we all have that. So I think that, you kind of put yourself in this spotlight and you open yourself up to it. And so I do think that just human beings, there's just stuff that we all could work on. I thought for Virginia and Eric, I thought that maybe something that could have come up with substance abuse, and maybe there could have been more attention to that, and maybe that happened behind the scenes. And I don't think anybody is a bad person on the show. So let me say that before I start talking about my view and my perspective. And I think that, I don't know. I don't want to get boring with it because, I know.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine. So let me ask you this from a biblical standpoint, because how long have you been in church and Christendom?
Since 2002.
Okay, so about 20 years.
Yes.
So you pretty much have an idea of how church culture is and, the do's and don'ts and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying not to be controversial. So let me ask you this. If you are, let's say you were an expert on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw the situation with Haley and Jake, what would have been your advice being a pastor's wife?
So being a pastor's wife, and I would say that there needs to be attraction. You have to be attracted to your spouse. And I didn't think that she was attracted. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that he's not handsome. It doesn't mean that he, doesn't have his own style that someone else will like, but she just didn't like it, and that's okay. So I think attraction and, being handsome or beautiful, there needs to be attraction. So that's what I would not advise any of our members or any of the people that, I'm with as a leader, to go after someone that they are not attracted to.
So let me ask you this. Is that considered shallow, though?
No.
What?
No, it's not. It's not. And I think that people can grow on each other. I think that can happen. When I got married, Chris, let me tell you, I said, Lord, please don't give me someone that I'm not attracted to. And I always got scared that I'm just going to end up with someone that was, and not to, I like a tall guy. My husband's tall. And I was like, please, Lord, and it could sound shallow. And I, as a pastor's wife, people could be looking at me and saying, man, where's your spirituality? But I think there's a very practical need to be attracted to your spouse. And looks are going to change. Looks are going to fade. We all know that. But I think it's important. And thank God that he obviously thought it was something that I something that was something to give me somebody that I was attracted to. So
yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So if a person is matched with a person, what is the what as a pastor's wife and being in leadership, what is the proper way? If you're matched with somebody and you're married to them, if you're not attracted, what's the proper way to handle a situation like that?
Okay, so I'm not going to be the popular person. There's 450 people watching. I'm not going to be the popular person, but I'm going to be honest. If I had a child, I have 2 girls right now. I'm pregnant with a boy, and if I had a child that decided to be on the show and they decided they're going to go do this, and they got up there to the altar, and then they were with, face to face with someone, and they said, man, I'm not attracted to this person, then I would, and they didn't feel like this was it for them, I would not want them to go. I don't know if my mind is going out. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to stay in that situation. I think that there's some things that I don't want them to say, because I know, like in your situation, Nick, you were very honest. And I wouldn't want them to be as honest, because everybody's watching, and people, they're gonna take things, they're gonna make it entertainment, they're gonna run with it. But I wouldn't want them to go through with something that they did not feel that their heart was in. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No. You said you.
No, I've been in situations. Oh my goodness, I've been in situations before I got married where I was dating someone that I had not seen, and we had lots of conversations on the phone, and we built up this emotional bond. I drove 5 hours to their ordination because they were in ministry, me and my sister. And when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not attracted. And I just started getting a stomach ache, because I didn't want to meet the church family. I didn't want him to say, hey, this is my future wife or anything like that. And my sister laughed at me in the hotel room. And I said, I have to leave early. I left. On the drive back, I was like, what am I going to say to him to break this off? And I found something to say. And so I know that can happen, and that was a hard situation for me to be in. At least it wasn't on, in front of everybody. So my heart goes out to you guys for having to live through, publicly.
So what advice would you have given, and I'm speaking in third person here, Chris, as you're watching the show, if let's say you had an opportunity to have a conversation with Chris on the show? I'm speaking in third person. What advice would you have given to Chris on the show?
I would have said, how many weeks or months was it for decision? 6?
It was 8, but they split everything out to like 22 weeks as far as the airing of the stuff.
Okay, so I would have said, it's okay that there's no attraction. Don't sleep with her. that would have been something I would have told Chris. And I would have said, be wise about what you say, because you don't want to be public enemy number one. You don't deserve to be public enemy number one. You're a human being who went and ended up in a situation that wasn't what you wanted for yourself. So just kind of keep your thoughts kind of to yourself and go through with it. And then at the end of it, just be honest and say, hey, this is just not it for me. So that's what I would have told Chris. And, I watched tonight. I didn't catch the beginning, but I did see that some of them, they said this was traumatizing to watch the playback. So I just can't even imagine what you have gone through watching the playback and all the comments and people that are just, kind of responding and just sharing their own personal thoughts. So I will also tell Chris, to take some space away from all of it, because I mean, you're a public figure now, and you have a lot of people that are going to give bad energy. No matter what, like the higher you go, the energy that you get is you're going to have a lot of people that like you and love you and understand you, but you're going to also have a lot of people that are very angry, no matter what. Like even if you didn't say certain things or didn't do certain things, you're still going to have those people. But just don't even read the comments. And I like how you turned off your comments.
I turned them off because I feel like certain comments is like Christmas lights, They're only good during certain times, and then you gotta turn them off because you don't need them up anymore. So I don't want my page decorated with certain people's opinion, especially people that I didn't know. So
I think that's good. I mean, and on my Instagram, I have 150 or 160 people, but it's because I'm not going to open myself up to the people who are going to say good and bad things. And one day I know I have to change that, but I just think that, you are going to need, even, I don't know if you're talking to somebody, but I hope that you do.
I'm talking to Jesus.
I hope you talk to
I'm attracted to him.
Well, that's good. I
don't know if he's attracted to me. He's working on me, but I'm attracted to him.
Now, let me tell you, that he is crazy about you, and that you are his son, and that there's nothing that you can do or say that will ever make him feel differently about you. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming on here with us, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dr.